Now look at us. Sitting here looking dumb. Sitting here looking real dumb. But nah, this is my day two. This is my day two. Like, day one, I missed the train. Had to get the train at 6:30, and now day two, there's some shenanigans. Literally, I cannot with this commute. Hi everyone, welcome back to a vlog. And in today's vlog, I'm actually going to be showing you how I am getting ready and taking you through my day for my first day back into the office after 3 long years of being at home. So first things first is I already took my shower and everything, and now I'm actually putting on my skincare. So I'm just doing my basic skincare routine, which includes, of course, washing my face, my hyaluronic acid, my serum. Well, I guess this doesn't sound so basic after all, but my serum, and then my eye cream and my moisturizer and my sunscreen. So yeah, first things first is I need to make sure that I put on all of this so that I can protect my skin. You guys know that I am on a skincare journey where I'm trying to figure out what products are going to be good for my skin. I have combination skin, so it can get really complicated, and I have acne prone skin, so I get breakouts and all that stuff. So I'm trying to figure out which skin care products are going to be perfect for my skin. So yeah, that's the first thing that I'm doing. I am using the sunscreen from Proactive. I actually really like this sunscreen. It's SPF 30. And it's a really good sunscreen. It does not leave a white cast, and I do definitely highly recommend this sunscreen. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just doing my skincare routine, and then after that I'm going to proceed with the rest of my morning. It is ridiculously early. By this time it's like 5 something in the morning. So yeah, after that I'm just gonna go ahead and get my makeup done. I need to figure out a way to do my makeup faster. So in the mornings I'll be setting alarm clocks at 10-minute intervals, because I found that the 10-minute interval alarm just helps me better, like when I'm in the shower, when I'm doing my skincare, when I'm getting dressed, if I need to make something to eat, which I hardly ever actually have time to do. But all these things, I try and set 10-minute interval timers so that I keep myself on pace. But for some reason, my makeup, I cannot get done in 10 minutes. My makeup was like 20 minutes long, and I'm like, no. I gotta fix this. It's way too long, because if I'm going to be doing my makeup that long, that means I would have to get up earlier in the morning. And guys, I really do not want to get up any earlier. Like, my alarm went off at 4 something this morning. You saw the alarm clock. That was an image, a video from this morning. I actually had to get out of my bed. It said 4:40, but it was actually 4:30 because I set my clock 10 minutes faster. Oh, I love this palette. So I'm going to be jumping back and forth, but this palette right here is Anastasia. Is it Anastasia? Now I can't even think of it. Now I can't even. Oh, there it is. It's a Morphe palette. There you go. It's a Morphe palette, and I really like this palette because it has a lot of natural tones and a lot of really good mattes. So this palette is super good for me. As you did see, I did use my Fenty Beauty foundation, and I'm using my MAC powder right here. And I just like have some other things that I use. Maybe I'll like highlight what I actually use. I believe this pencil is NYX, or it's something. I'll highlight what I'll use in another video. But yeah, I just got to get my makeup done. It took me like 20 minutes this morning to get it done, which it didn't put me behind. I was still way above, ahead of schedule. But yeah, so just going to finish up my makeup, and then I'm going to go ahead and get dressed. So this is my final look. I have a lot of walking today, so I am wearing flats because it is my first day, and I have to go into training, and then I have to go from building to building to like accomplish things. So I'm not doing all of that in heels. But this is my final look. So I got my blue slacks, my blue blazer, this nice cream top that I got from Burlington, and then my purse. So this is the look. Good morning. So I am early, of course, but that's good because I didn't want to run. I didn't want to be late. So I was like getting out of the house. So I am here at the MARC train station, and
this is the surprise I was talking about, guys. So I am starting something brand new. I got a new job. Yay! So I'm going back to work after being off from work for 3 whole years. So literally I have been doing my own thing for 3 years. I mentioned in previous vlogs how, you know, I had left my last position in 2019, and of course I had no idea what was coming in 2020, but because I left my position securely, and I made sure that I had enough funds before I made that decision, so I was fine. So I have been off through the entire panorama, as people like to say. I have been off for the entire thing, and I'm so thankful that literally I made it. Like, I mean, listen, there's a lot of people who didn't. So I'm just thankful that I made it through that without working anywhere, just working for myself, running my own business. So I did have that to go off of, where, you know, I'd already had a business established, and I'd already, you know, I built websites for small businesses and things like that. So I already had that business. So during the pandemic, not only did I leave with a good cushion of money from my position that I left, but I also had my small business as well, where I build websites. So I had that. So that's what I've been doing for 3 years. If you guys want a full story on how I quit my job and how I was able to really sustain myself for 3 years, then just let me know. I'll do that video. But I'm just super happy because I am starting a new position. My position is in Washington, D.C. And so I live in Baltimore, so I will be commuting from Baltimore to DC. I'll be taking the train into DC instead of driving, because Baltimore to DC traffic is tragic. During work hours is no, you don't want to be doing that. So I will be taking the train, and yeah, I'm just super excited. Like, this is my first day. This is day one, and I'm super excited. So I'm just gonna bring you guys along with me where I can. I can't bring you into like the secure areas, obviously, but I'll be popping in and out throughout the day, just to let you guys know how my day's going and update you when I can. But this is me at the MARC train right now. I'm just sitting in my car because I have a little bit of time until my actual train comes. But you saw my outfit. I did show you my outfit earlier. I have on my gold jewelry today. I didn't switch out my nose ring. I have a gold nose ring, but honestly, I didn't feel like doing all of that. I should have did it yesterday, but I didn't know what I was gonna wear. Like jewelry wise, I had my outfit picked out already. Like, it was the first day of school, but jewelry wise, I didn't know what I was gonna wear. But I went with gold, so I have on my little gold hoops, and I have on my big gold hoops, and then I just have on this cute gold and like pearl bracelet that I absolutely love. I forgot to put on my rings, but that's fine. I did end up doing my nails last night. They're just press-ons, and then I have on my big face, my gold Michael Kors. But yeah, I am ready to go in. I'm ready to start. I've been excited throughout this entire process. I've been hushed throughout this entire process. Only a few people knew that I was starting a new position. But yeah, I am starting a new position today, and I'm super happy. And the position is hybrid, so I'll be in the office on some days and at home on other days. But yeah, I am happy. I'm super excited, guys. So I'm just gonna take you guys with me throughout the day, and I'll see you later. I'm at the train station, and I'm about to go buy my tickets really quickly. So I want to make sure I get my ticket before the train gets here. Just waiting on the train. Just waiting on the train to get here.
Move to the center of the car. The doors open. This is a red line train to Shady Road when boarding. Move to the center of the car. The next stop is Hospital.
So I am early for my training. I have like a half hour. I got here like super early. So I'm sitting at a little cafe and I'm just gonna drink this really fast, just sip on it, chat with my sister on the phone, and then I'll probably go over there in like maybe 20 minutes because yeah, I am early. I'm like super early. So yeah. So my training ended and I'm headed back to the building I just left because someone from my office is actually gonna come and pick me up. So my day is over. It is almost 6:30 p.m. and I'm on my way home. So it's been a long day, but it was a good first day. So I'll tell you guys all about it. But seriously, I'm tired. I'll probably vlog tomorrow too. I'll probably try and vlog at least every day this week, at least a little bit. Just so I can, talk about my first week experience. But so far so good. Today was a good day. I am back on the MARC train where we left off. I think we left off on the MARC. I don't know, child. But I'm back on the MARC. And headed home. I'm exhausted. I'm probably not gonna get home until like almost 8 p.m. I'm tired. I just want to get in bed. Hey guys, so it's day 2 of me going into the office. We're at the train station. My sister's here. We're taking the train together today. So you guys saw my train adventure yesterday. So taking the same train, same place, same stops, same everything. Nothing different. So I didn't get a chance to show you guys my outfit, or did I? I might have. But yeah, so we're just waiting on the train. The train should be here in like 10 minutes. And then we'll be off. But yeah, I will be checking in with you guys throughout the day, so stay tuned for my day 2.
Oh, yun na lang. Yun na.
And we've been able to move the needle in this very complex environment that everyone.
So, story time. We're on the train on our way home. They come over the loudspeaker and they're like, listen, they come over the loudspeaker and they're like, a strike, a passenger strike. Now we are stuck here. We gotta get off, wait for another train. All the trains are stuck. Look, that train cannot move. This train cannot move. No trains or no tracks can move. Now look at us. Sitting here looking dumb. Sitting here looking real dumb. Nah, this is my day 2. This is my day 2, bro. Like, day 1, I missed the train. Had to get the train at 6:30, and now day 2, there's some shenanigans. Literally, I cannot with this commute. I cannot at all. This is a hot mess.
My commute was fine until today.
Yeah. I cannot. So now, no trains are moving out of the station until this train goes back. Now, she says that she's going to announce when we're on our way back to DC. She does not announce it. We are now on our way back to DC. Because she did not come over that speaker and say, hey guys, if you're still on this monkey, get off. Because we're about to pull off and go back to DC. She literally, the train just starts moving and both of us are like, is the train moving? Is the train moving? Yes, the train is literally moving. We are on our way back to DC. This is, so now, yesterday I caught the 6:30 train. Today I'm gonna be on that 6:30 train again. Because I cannot, I swear. It's like,
We stayed on this train and the train left. We stayed on this one because we were just gonna get off and stay at the station that we're at.
yeah, exactly. Train just starts moving. Headed back to DC. Blink, 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 because this is insane. Right, she said that we could sit on the train instead of just staying on the platform. And she would announce when it was headed back. So if we wanted to get off, we could. She did not announce it at all. Literally, the train just starts moving back to DC, bro. Now look at us. See, I was laughing at people in traffic.
Yeah.
And now look at me on my way back to DC. Sweet baby Jesus.
I'll call you. Because there was no like one way.
Right.
I can't roll out.
In 900 feet.
Hey guys, so it is Thursday and I'm teleworking today. So I'll be working remotely today and then I'll be back in the office tomorrow. So I'll pick you guys back up. Well, I'm gonna talk first, but tomorrow you'll see me. I won't be at home. I'll be back in DC. But I just wanted to come on because this week has been crazy so far. I have not really had a chance to actually really sit down and talk to you guys and give you guys like the spiel, all the information, the deets on everything. Well, as much as I can, because there's a lot that I can't tell you or share with you guys, but you know, I can just give you a little bit of minimal public knowledge information. So I am working in DC now. I am hybrid. I think I started the beginning of this vlog telling you guys about how I was on a break from working for other people for 3 years, and now I'm finally back to, you know, back to work. I am on a hybrid schedule, which is a transition, seeing as though I've been remote or, you know, home for 3 years. So it is a transition. My body is tired. I'm exhausted, especially from the commute. Commuting from Baltimore to DC is easy on maybe a Sunday at, you know, 9 a.m. You know, it's like a 30-minute drive. But during the week, during rush hour, the commute is it's a lot. So I am choosing not to drive because number one, I'd be sitting in traffic for forever. Traffic from Baltimore to DC during rush hour that's like 2 hours. You're gonna be there for like an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on when you leave. So I am taking the commuter train in. So I take the MARC train and then I take the subway, the DC Metro. As you guys saw in the vlog, a few days, my sister actually is working in DC as well. So she has the same schedule as me, a hybrid schedule. We don't work at the same place, but she works in DC also. So she and I are actually going to be taking the train in together, which is nice to, have someone on the train with me chit-chatting, there and back. But let me just tell you guys about my train experience so far. My train experience so far has been no bueno. Like, my train experience has been basura. It's been crazy. So on Monday, I worked late because that was my very first day and I had to do like training in the morning. So I ended up working until like 5:30 on Monday. And because I have to take the DC Metro and then the MARC train, I have to time it perfectly. So by the time I got to the MARC, the train that I was hoping to hop on was literally just closing its doors and it was leaving. So I missed that one. So I ended up having to get a later train, which means I got home late and I was just so tired. I literally got home, jumped in the shower, ate a little something, and then I was like, I was done. I was knocked out because I was already tired on Monday because I didn't get a lot of sleep on Sunday with, the anticipation of starting something new. I didn't get a ton of sleep on Sunday, so I was already tired. So yeah, and then my alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning, which is, child, that's early. But as you can see, I'm even tired right now. But Tuesday rolls around, alarm goes off at 4:30. I get up, get myself together, get to the train. My sister was taking the train with me that day. So, the morning train is actually fine. Like, besides the fact that I have to get up super early, I don't miss the morning train. I have more than enough time to catch the morning train because where the train station is and where I live is literally 10 minutes away. So from my house to my train that early in the morning, not in the evening time, because remember, the evening time you got to deal with traffic. But when I leave that early in the morning, traffic on the highway is lighter, so I can actually get to the morning train at a decent time. It's the return home that's the struggle. So hold on. So yeah, so my sister and I, we get on the train, everything's fine. Tuesday after work, we're gravy, right? We're good. We get to the train on time. We're perfectly on time to get the correct train home. Get on the train, everything's good. We get the conductor or whoever comes over the loudspeaker and they're like, hey, we have a passenger violation, so we have to stop the train. So literally, we haven't even gotten to the next stop yet from leaving DC. We literally have not gotten to the next stop yet. And we don't know what's going on. We're thinking that someone got on the train and didn't pay. So like there's a big to-do. That's what we're thinking. So anyway, we get to our next stop and they're like, this train has been suspended. We're going back to DC. So you guys can get off here. You can go back to DC. So they're giving us our options, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. About an hour passes. Yeah, it was about an hour that we were at that stop. About an hour goes by. We end up going back to DC. At DC, hella crowded, mad people, because mad people was on the train that we were on. So everybody went back to the DC station to try and figure out, like, how they can get and try and get another train. So it turns out that unfortunately the train before us at the third stop that we would have hit, someone, I'm gonna put a trigger warning here. So I'm just gonna add a trigger warning here. If you see me do 2 thumbs up, that means I'm done with the trigger warning and you can start watching again. Okay, so trigger warning. I'm about to start a part of the story that you may not want to hear, okay? So I'm giving you time to leave or fast forward. Don't leave, actually. I want you to finish watching this vlog, but fast forward. Okay, so what happened is we found out that someone had jumped on the tracks at the third station. So and the train actually ran them over. So that was very sad. We found that information out when we ended up going back to DC. So it was really crowded. All the trains were pretty much stopped on that line, because in DC there's 3 different lines that you can take the MARC train. So the line that we run on, no one was getting through on that line, because you would have to go through that stop, and it was pretty much like a crime. I don't know if it's a crime scene, but the police were there, all the trains were stopped. It was, you know, they had, I don't even want to say this, but because the person got actually ran over by the train, they now had to search the train tracks for body parts. So yeah, that was alarming to find out. And you know, I just said a prayer for the person's family, whoever they were, and just send out good vibes to their family, because they will be getting some very terrible news. So yeah, just said a prayer for their family and said a prayer for that person and their soul. So yeah, so that happened. So that was the reason why the train ended up having to go back to DC that day. So at this point, it was like 6:36, almost 6:40. So all the trains were stopped. But what one of the workers that work at the Union Station told us is that since those trains were stopped, we could get another train. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about that person anymore. So I'm going to end the trigger warning. I'm not going to talk about the reason why we had to go back anymore. So I'm going to end the trigger warning with my thumbs up. Okay, so we end up getting a new train on another line. So we finally got on that train. That train was super crowded because literally everybody and their mama had to get on it. So we got on that train. We ended up going to, now the train runs on a different track, of course. So we ended up having to go to the stop that was closest to the one that we originally caught. We got to that train. Thankfully, we got a lift. We called a lift earlier, like a stop before, so that they would be there already. We got a lift to the train station that we had left from that morning to get to our cars, because we parked there. So got to our cars, finally got home. So I got home like 8:30 that night. And remember, I had already gotten home heck late on Monday. So now Tuesday I get home at like 8:30. Tuesday I get home at 8:30. I'm so tired, guys. Like, I was done. Like, my head hit the pillow. Like, usually I'm the kind of sleeper that wakes up during the night. I'm not the kind of sleeper that sleeps through the night. I am a wake up during the night kind of sleeper. I go to the bathroom because I always gotta pee. I go to the bathroom and then I just wake up. Like, I don't sleep straight through the night. But when I'm super tired, I've been sleeping through the night. Like, literally, I remember my head hitting the pillow and then my alarm going off the next morning. I was done. And then my alarm went off at 4:30 again because I had to go into the office on Wednesday. I mean, I don't know how I made it on Wednesday. On Wednesday morning, legit, this is what I did. I Googled how to give your body energy when you've had no sleep. Literally, that is what I put on Google. So I got like a list of recommendations of things to do for your body when you've had no sleep. So they said, eat a nice breakfast, make sure you drink plenty of water to make sure your body wakes up and your organs are hydrated and ready to go. But don't eat any junk. Stay away from carbs. Stay away from anything that's actually going to deplete your energy. Feed your body with proteins and healthy fats. So that's what I did. So for breakfast, I had chicken and carrots, which is something that I would never eat for breakfast, but I had that. And I had like a little green smoothie energy drink that I made. So I had that for breakfast. I was just like downing water. And then I had managed to make myself a salad for lunch that day. So I had a really big salad for lunch. So yeah, I managed to get through the day, okay? And I was tired. I mean, tired. So we ended up getting the train on time on Wednesday. I ended up getting home at the right time on Wednesday, the time I'm supposed to get home, which was around like 6:30. Still sunny outside, no issues, no trouble. I got home on time, was able to like relax, bring my body down, calm my body down, and have a good night's sleep. And because I'm teleworking today, I was able to sleep in. I did not have to get up at 4:30, thank God. That 4:30 alarm did not get off. I slept until 7 this morning. So that brings us to Thursday. So that has been my commuting to DC story. Thank you so much if you watched that whole story for sticking in there with me. But yeah, so now I'm working remote. And like I said, I'll be in the office tomorrow because I have some, because it's a new job. So there's a lot that you have to do when you start something new, right? So I'll be in the office tomorrow, and then next week I'll start my regular schedule. So my regular schedule, I'll be in the office 2 times a week and then home 3 times a week. So that's going to be my regular schedule. But yeah, here I am. I have work to get done. Well, not like work, but like work. I have tasks that I have to complete as, like a new hire. Tons and tons and tons of training. You guys know how it goes. Tons of trainings. I have to sit down and write my bio as well. So I'm going to write my bio, and I am going to grab some breakfast because I haven't eaten, and my body again is still tired. So just because I'm home, I don't want to ignore that. My body is tired. I'm going to do what I did on Wednesday, fuel my body with the correct breakfast and tons and tons and tons of water. So I am just going to wrap this up, and I'll check in with you guys throughout the day because I am home. So I'm just going to get some of these tasks completed, and then, I'll check back in with you guys. But yeah, so that's where I am. And that's been my week as a commuter so far. It's been crazy.
Hey, so it is Friday, and this is my Friday outfit. Just have on some linen pants, cuffed at the bottom with my white sleeveless top, spaghetti strap top. And then I just put this black little short sleeve sweater thingy. It's net, so it's not like hot or anything. I just put that on over it. So this is my look. I have these cute headbands. I'll show you the headbands when I get home. I have a bunch of them. Yeah, just have my hair same as I've been wearing it all week. But yeah, this is my look for Friday. A little bit more casual, of course, because it's Friday, and I am heading into the office today. I won't be in the office starting next week. I won't be in the office on Fridays, but I am going in today. So this is the look for the day.